First up, real quick. So where do we find your two characters at the beginning of this story?
I think that's very interesting to comment on because I think Sig is also looking for a very similar process. He's looking for a new home in this galaxy that is new to him and trying to find a way to kind of cut ties with what no longer can be. Now he knows that the galaxy that he knew and loved is no longer exists. He's has a fierce desire to bring his brother back the way that he was in his old galaxy, even though he's probably coming to terms with the fact that that's not entirely possible. This, along with training as much as he can to be a capable Jedi Knight, so that he can have an easier time on this journey of uh, self-discovery as well as discovery of his new found family.
Right on. Now, without giving away too much, how has the relationship between your two characters evolved since the last time we saw them?
Ooh, that's fun. I think now Sig is starting to lock into the reality that it's going to be quite the slow burn. I think there was the idea that he would be able to go, oh, I'll just go talk to him. It'll be fine. Like, even if he's in the position that he's in now, I'll talk to him the way I always have because I know who he is deep down. And it'll be handy dandy, and we'll go and have lunch. And I think he knows that that's not going to be possible, but he's willing to um, hunker down and work at it for the long haul, the way you kind of alluded to at the end of his duel with him in the first part, where he knows that he's going to see him again, and it hurts to see him go, but he's pure of heart and soul, and is a very ambitious and committed person to making sure he gets what he needs. And also, he's fully aware that if he doesn't get through to his brother uh, as soon as he can, even though he knows it's going to be a long time, Death could be putting not only others but himself into great danger. And Sig knows that.
What is it about these stories and these characters that you think makes them so appealing to so many audiences?
I think what I love so much about Star Wars specifically is that anything is actually possible. And I mean, like, I think that that was like the mentality that George Lucas had when going into this was even with such limited materials and a very low budget and really only his brain and pen on paper and getting a group of people who's like, hey, can you do this for me? And then being like, you're crazy, but we'll try. Um, the most expansive world building in cinema history stemmed from it. And every new piece of media that Star Wars is about seems to introduce a new world, a new alien species, a new group of people, a new antagonist, a new protagonist. And with Rebuild the Galaxy, it does all of those with people that we've already known and love. And it just is indicative of how expansive this can be and how open-minded somebody how open-minded you can be and approach this world and do so successfully, which I think this show represents really well with characters we know and shaking up how they interact, but also with completely new characters that bring something new, like Dev and Sig and Solitus and Yessie and Jedi Bob as a character rather than just a minifigure.